Flooding concerns across our area tonight. This is what it looked like from News Chopper 2 in Zelienople. You see roads covered, water surrounding homes.
All this rain on top of the morning snow causing a mess on Banksville Road. Crews trying to clean up after trees were sliding down the hill by the roadside. Flooding hit parts of Beaver and Butler counties the hardest. Many people had to actually be evacuated from their homes this morning.
KDKA's Bryant talked to some people living in the flood zone.
Neighbors tell me flooding like this doesn't happen all of the time here in North Franklin Township, but when it does, they're forced out of their homes for days at a time.
Every time the water comes up, they're running.
Residents on McKim Way were woken up Friday morning to crews evacuating them from their homes. The rise of the Connoquenessing Creek overnight made neighborhood roads impassable. Stanley Miles was one of the lucky ones who's now helping out his neighbors.
I'd let the people bring their cars up, and bikes and motorcycles and everything, because they get it, now they'll be out until the water goes down.
Roads look similar in other areas of North Franklin Township too. On Mercer Road, this truck got stuck trying to get through the water. Jim Cambio says when he saw the truck, he immediately called for help.
Well, I come out here, I seen it. I called 911, and then the rescue squad come out, and they found out there was nobody there in the truck. They just left it. They walked out when it was up to their knees.
And another part of the creek flooded this neighbor's vehicle. Miles says the recovery from the damage never gets easy.
They've got flooded out 2 or 3 times, and everything in the house is a mess. You get it into the house, you got to tear everything out, and insulation and drywall and all that, and start over from scratch.
But says when living in this area, you learn to deal with it.
It's something you got to put up with. You know, you live in a flood zone, you got to put up with it. That's all there is to it. You know, if you don't like it, you get out.
Now, of course, that's easier said than done. Miles says that at the peak of flooding this morning, waters were about 4 inches higher than what they are now. You can tell by some of the flood lines in the area. And as for the neighbors who have been forced out of their homes, they're staying with family. Reporting in North Franklin Township, I'm Bryant, KDKA News.